Here's a multi-level home just under $1 million in Lyon Village, which is in North Arlington. This one is less for the money than it might be because we aren't really super close to a metro stop anymore because we're on the opposite side of a highway, Lee Highway, from the courthouse metro stop. Most of Lyon Village is very walkable to the metro stop. This is too, but in bad weather, you have to cross a highway. Anyway, so we have this bathroom up here with a walk-in closet, shower and a tub, his and his sinks, or his and her sinks, or his and hers, or hers and hers, or whatever. I don't know how many permutations there are now. Anyway, I just had an extremely long, friendly talk with a neighbor who says she used to live in McLean. She retired when she stopped working. Her husband still works. He likes this area because you can walk to a local sandwich shop called the Italian Store. And you can also walk to a grocery store and a lot of other things, hamburger places, whatever. So that was a master bedroom suite up on top. Then the next floor down, kind of mezzanine-y, we have two medium-sized bedrooms, and they share another full bath. Anyway, the next door neighbor who had retired from McLean from a probably more expensive, larger house, she said what sold her on it was, coming from her larger house in McLean, was this one room, which has a cathedral ceiling. And, you know, the cathedral ceiling is nice. I used to live not too far from here in a house I had sold to some people. They went to Egypt for a year. They were Egyptian Americans. And I rented their house because I thought I was selling my co-op. And they lived in this same kind of property in a neighborhood not very far from here called Palisades Park. But Palisades Park is, it might be a teeny bit larger. They definitely have more private little backyard patio area than this does. But Palisades Park, even some time ago, those units had climbed up to $1.25 million or $1.5 million. And their finishes aren't necessarily a lot better than this. This is called builder grade. That's what realtors call it when you have kind of plainer Formica or Corian or even silestone countertops and just not particularly fancy appointments generally. This one though is under $1 million. Even though a similar kind of property in a slightly more secluded neighborhood, that's a slightly closer to DC, have been selling for more like $1.5 million for a while. Downstairs, there's one extra little bonus room. Could be a temporary guest bedroom, or it could be an office or a man cave or another little living room. And then all of these have, a one-car garage. This is pretty narrow, tight one-car garage, and then there's a parking space outside. So it's interesting to contrast this with the penthouse that was $2.5 million. Also multiple level living. That was, I think, the last entry in my little Substack series at Tinley Hill. And you can see how it dead ends its own little cul-de-sac. There's the big highway out there, which is one of the things that keeps the price here down, that it's so close to the big highway.